Hi everyone, welcome to your weekly recap. My name is Mahara Wayman. I'd like to talk to you today about the challenge that we sometimes face when we eat out. The topic is what's on the menu, and what I found from talking to my members this week is while most of us eat out on a fairly regular basis, that's sort of the lifestyle that we have right now, many of us fear eating out. How many of you think to yourself, okay, we're going out tonight for whatever reason. I can't stay on plan if I'm eating out, so I'm not even going to try. I'm just going to eat what I want, cross my fingers, and hope that I don't gain. Well, you don't have to have that attitude. There are great tips and tricks to navigate the murky waters of dining out, and that's what I'd like to chat with you about briefly right now. So let's look at some of the best tips and practices that we know and that I heard from all of you in meetings across the territory this week. So number one, check out the dining out section in your plan guide. It has savvy advice and best bets listed by cuisine. Don't miss that one, it's great. Also, decide ahead of time how many smart points you're willing to use on this experience. Now, you can do that by going online and looking at the restaurant's menu guide. Typically, they have the nutritional information, and you can figure out ahead of time what's going to work best for you or what is worth it for you. Also, this is my personal favorite. I eat a little bit before I go out because it takes the edge off my hunger. I am more likely to overindulge when I'm hungry, and I suspect you are too. Another tip is to order only appetizers or from the children's menu. Typically, both are a little bit smaller in portions, so you may get a great taste, but because it's a smaller portion, you'll have lower smart points when all is said and done. Divide and conquer. Order a meal, split it in half, and either share it with somebody else at the table or take the other half home. Very, very popular tip that I heard this week. Skip the stuff that's kind of regular, like the rolls. You know what? They're just rolls, and you probably eat bread quite a bit. They may even be just regular blasé, nothing special or worthy. This one I find a little bit tough myself, but I do try it. Eat slowly and put your fork down in between bites. It does make a difference. Typically what happens is that there's quite a few minute lag between your stomach and your brain. And if you give your brain time, it will assimilate that you are actually full and you may not eat as much as you typically do. Another great tip is to split the dessert between everybody at the table. There is some school of thought that it's the first bite that tastes the best. I think that depends on the dessert that you've ordered, but you know what it is that is worth it to you. So if you want a dessert, you may want to try splitting it with other people at the table. Okay, so those are some pretty standard tips. This other thing that I'd like to share with you is really important. Restaurants have a certain language that they use to try to entice you to purchase a certain meal. There are certain terms that you want to be very wary of, and I'm just going to list them for you. We'll see if you agree with me. So, sautéed, often sautéed in butter or oil. Au gratin, sprinkled with tons of cheese and baked. Battered, that's a no-brainer. Tempura, another form of battering. Hollandaise, OMG, Hollandaise sauce is loaded with smart points. So if you have to have it, maybe you can have it on the side rather than smothered over everything. Pan-fried and crispy. So these terms are all red light terms to let you know that those are probably higher in smart points than other foods on the menu. Menu terms that work for us that you can be assured are a little bit lower in smart points would include grilled, steamed, poached, typically it's poached in water, broiled, or au jus. Does that help? The reality is we don't want you to stop going out and eating. It can be a fabulous experience. We just want you to go with the knowledge and the support that you can get through that meal and not go off plan. Again, my name is Mahara. Thanks for listening. Any questions or comments, type them in below. Otherwise, I'll chat with you next week. Bye-bye.